So I still have a
Inherited
chance?
mutation. Your daughters may have inherited it.
My decision is final.
But who was protecting my future?
We've tried the standard treatments. Unfortunately, your prostate cancer is progressing. But there is one option, a genetic research study. The study will analyze your tumor and DNA to identify genetic changes that may help guide future treatments. Before you decide, it's important that you understand the purpose of this research, your rights as a participant, and what genetic information this study may reveal. This section explains that the study may identify inherited genetic findings with important implications for you and your biological relatives. I agree to participate. This is my last chance.
Doctor, I have great news.
We identified a genetic mutation that makes you eligible for an experimental targeted therapy. So, I still have a chance? Yes.
Doctor, there's another finding. The sequencing suggests Kareem may carry an inherited mutation.
In the era of precision medicine, many cancer patients are being tested for next generation sequencing. And we have sometimes an incidental finding of hereditary mutation. The hereditary mutation, when it is found, will affect not only the patient, but also the family of this patient.
Mr. Kareem, we have some news. The mutation isn't only affecting you, your daughters may have inherited it. They have to undergo genetic testing. The sooner we know, the sooner we can protect them.
We have many ethical issues in front of the detection of incidental hereditary mutation that can cause hereditary cancer. Why? Because when we have this information in a patient, we cannot disseminate this information to the other family members, because the information should be limited to the patient himself. And consequently, the patient should inform the other members of the family. And this can be a major challenge for the doctors and the physicians and the oncologists that are in charge of this patient.
I don't want them tested.
What are you saying?
If I die, I want them to remember me, not spend every day wondering if they're next. My decision is final.
Kareem, if your daughters carry the mutation, increased surveillance or preventive measures can reduce their cancer risk or detect cancer earlier. Do you understand these implications? You don't have to do this alone. We can support you in sharing this information with your family.
I'm sorry, but no. I don't want them to know.
We encouraged him to tell his family. We offered genetic counseling. He still refused.
And he has the right to make that decision. International ethical principles require informed consent before genetic testing, access to genetic counseling, and the protection of identifiable genetic information. Without a patient's prior, free, and informed consent, that information should remain confidential, even from family members.
When the patient refuses to inform the other family members of the results, we should convince the patient himself to go and transmit this information to the other members of the family. And if he refuses, unfortunately, ethically, the oncologist, the geneticist cannot inform the other family members, because he should respect the decision of the patient himself.
Kareem believed he was protecting his daughters. We believed we were respecting his autonomy. He died believing he had done the right thing. But at what cost?
Miss Sarah, the doctor is ready to see you.
Sarah, I'm sorry. The biopsy confirms breast cancer. Your genetic test shows you carry a BRCA2 mutation.
What does that mean?
It is an inherited genetic mutation, so it can be passed from a parent to their children. Has anyone in your family ever undergone genetic testing?
Not that I know of.
Sarah, I have to tell you something.
Doctors encouraged your father to tell the family, but he asked us to respect his decision. He truly believed he was protecting you.
He wanted to protect me. But who was protecting my future?
The genetic test is not a simple blood test. It's really specific. That's why we need to do a consent form for every patient to give his informed consent before doing this test, because the result will impact his whole life, and not only his life, but also the life of many family members.
Breaking news.
A new genetic test may identify individuals at
Inherited risk years before cancer develops. My father made a choice for me. Now, is it my decision to make that choice for my daughter?
Kareem's autonomy was respected in accordance with his informed genetic consent.
But when one person's choice may change another person's life, should confidentiality remain absolute?